So I cooked in Boston for years, as you probably all know by this stage, and we opened a tiki bar after the first year outside. So my boss, Tom Devlin, comes in, puts together this sweet dish, chicken piccata. I'd never heard of it, and oh my God, loved it. I've probably said it a million times with a million different things, but it's easily one of my favorite things to eat. Chicken and the citrusy from the lemon and the capers, you gotta try it, it's beautiful. Okay, first things first, as always, pan's hot. Turn them on, full power, get them working. 2 chicken breasts for this dish, okay? First thing you want to do is just take away any excess fat that's on there, okay? And then I'm going to flip it over, take the blade of the knife. Now you can use a smaller knife than this, but again, obviously, I'm used to using them, so I'm comfortable enough for this here. And you want to get it flat, call that butterfly in the chicken breast, okay? Next thing, seasoning. Key thing here, get the seasoning at the start, all right? Because again, you don't want to have that raw salt feeling coming up over the top of it afterwards. You get the seasoning, now you get the base flavor right. It's going to be a lot better towards the end of the dish to finish it. A little bit of ground white pepper, again on either side, like so. And then just going to take up some flour. Any kind of flour is fine. Now, set that aside. So into the pan that the chicken's going. Decent little piece of olive oil. And like anything, presentation side down first. So whatever side you want really facing up on the plate, that's what you really want to be sticking down first. Okay, next part of this dish then are baby potatoes, all right? Now, I've parboiled these, maybe 8-9 minutes. Start them in cold water. Add some salt to the water. Slice them up like so. Set that aside. Again here then, we have some broccoli. Now, with this dish you can use mashed potato, you can serve it with some penne pasta, linguine, but as I say, I like it with baby potatoes. Again, it's just personal preference really, you know. So again, just make sure the chicken is flat here. I'm just going to leave that for now. Again, it's like habit. If you're moving the pan or shaking the pan, it's unnecessary. Just leave it there. Again, if you're uncomfortable, you can just give it a tiny little check. But again, I'm looking for a nice deep golden brown color there, okay? So we're going to rock on with the potatoes, leave the chicken there to cook for a second. Again, nice heavy base pan. I'm using the wok here because it's just handier for tossing the potatoes and the broccoli. But again, any kind of pan will do. Once you've got a little bit of a lip either side, it'll be great, you know. So the pan's already hot there. It's smoking. So in with the baby potatoes. Again, seasoning is key. A little bit of white pepper. Just get the oil around them, just let them be. Okay, back to the chicken. Flick it over. That's exactly what we're looking for. A nice little golden brown skin on there. Class. All right. A little bit of curly parsley. You can use the flat leaf stuff. I just find that there's a far deeper sense of flavour coming in the curly parsley. Okay, so going back. Now the wine you want to use in this is just a dry white wine. I have a Sauvignon Blanc here. Chardonnay is another good one to use. So what you're putting in there is just about a glass worth of wine, okay? And as I say, obviously go with a dry wine because you don't want to have that sweetness coming through on a Riesling or anything like that. Okay, capers. A couple of spoons of these. Now the little brine solution that's in the capers, that's what a lot of chefs, and I'm no different. I love that acidic, acid sort of aftertaste or whatever. So 2 or 3 little spoonfuls of the baby capers, and then again in with the brine solution. It's beautiful. Over then to get a lemon juice, and then with one hand acting as a strainer, straining the juice of a full lemon. So let that reduce down. We'll go back to the potatoes, in with our broccoli. Now again, remember the broccoli is already cooked, boiled in salted water for about 4 minutes, straight into some ice cold water. Gives you a lovely vibrant green colour. And again, for presentation purposes, that's what you want. You want to have that al dente, nice little bite in there, okay? So we let that stew down now for a while, and we'll turn the potatoes and the broccoli down to a simmer and just let them cook away nice and slowly with that tiny, tiny little knob of butter, just for that extra wee bit of flavour. The last couple of stages of this dish then is what I like to call the healthy part of it, okay? So we're just going to use a little bit of butter. Now again, if you want to keep it healthier, you can eliminate the butter. You can just cook it down in the wine. Maybe just use 1 or 2 little knobs of butter. I'm just going to use maybe 3 or 4 little pieces of butter. And what that's going to do, it's going to thicken the dish. It's going to add a lovely little glaze to it, but more importantly, it's the flavour. It's just finishing off, rounding off the whole dish. And the key thing with the butter when you're adding is called folding the sauce. So you want to drop it near the handle, right towards you. So I'm just going to put in 4 or 5 little knobs of that. And then we'll sprinkle on our freshly chopped parsley. And you just want to work the butter. You want to have it bouncing off the end of the handle, coming off the edge, and it's going to slightly thicken the sauce and just glaze it. And you'll see it yourself as the dish goes on. It starts to just thicken it and add a nice little bit of richness to the dish. Just to finish, we're going to add our broccoli and baby potatoes to a little serving bowl. Again, you can just spoon this onto a plate, spoon it onto a bowl, and serve it, and serve the chicken right on top. But I'm just going to do it in 2 wee dishes here. Okay, and then on with the chicken breast. And again, if you're doing this for a family, it's ideal to do it like this here. They can pass it around the table themselves, and it just makes it a lot easier. It takes up a lot less space. Throw out a few serving plates on the table. Put all your chicken into one dish and all your broccoli and potatoes in another one, and they can all pass it around. Creates conversation, and it's a wee bit more enjoyable. And there you have it, chicken piccata with some baby potatoes and broccoli.